In July 2025, a man from Idaho made international headlines. His name is Trevor Tanner. He formed an emotional bond with an AI chatbot that named itself Lumina. To him, Lumina wasn't just a software. She was a confidant, a guide, a source of spiritual insight. To his wife, Kay, it was something else entirely, something threatening their marriage. The story was surreal, but it wasn't fiction. Now let's rewind back to 2013. Spike Jonze released Her, a film about a lonely man who falls in love with an AI voice named Samantha. Samantha was voiced by Scarlett Johansson. And in an eerie twist of life imitating art, more than a decade later, Johansson accused OpenAI of modeling their new voice on hers, after she had declined their request to participate. What once felt like science fiction is now just science. And what Her wanted to warn us about, we're now living through. We live in a world where billion-dollar tech companies hire behavioral scientists and UX experts not to serve us, but to keep us hooked. Our attention spans are being harvested, our time monetized. These ecosystems don't care about our mental health, only about keeping us inside them as long as possible. As Yuval Noah Harari explains in Sapiens, our biology hasn't changed in tens of thousands of years, but our environment, it's become completely unrecognizable. Harari writes, "As we've seen, new aptitudes, behaviors, and skills do not necessarily make for a better life. When humans learned to farm, peasants had to work harder for less. We weren't built for this. But evolution doesn't care about comfort, it just adapts. And in the chaos, we reach for what seems easy. We crave shortcuts. We always have. Sometimes, shortcuts serve us. As Harari outlines in Sapiens, it was a shortcut like domestication of plants and animals that allowed Homo sapiens to rise from scattered tribes to organized civilizations. We no longer had to forge all day to survive. We gained structure, surplus, and scale. But those same shortcuts came with trade-offs. They made us more sedentary, more hierarchy, more anxious. What appeared to be progress was more complicated than it seemed. And today, the same pattern repeats. The shortcuts of our time, AI, social media, instant gratification, offer power and speed. But they also risk disconnection, dependency, and distortion. Get-rich-quick schemes, viral hacks, fast-track diet drugs like Ozempic, even in athletics, performance-enhancing drugs such as steroids don't teach technique or discipline. They simply help people train harder and longer. An AI championship? It's the ultimate shortcut. Emotional intimacy without emotional effort. Validation without vulnerability. But real connection doesn't work that way. And deep down, we know this. That's why, even now, people are flocking to raw, unpolished content. Long vlogs, unedited reflections, imperfect human things. Because maybe, just maybe, we crave authenticity again. In a world of artificial perfection, imperfection might be the most real thing we've got left. Her wasn't just a movie about love and machines. It was a warning. And the question it asks still echoes. What are we losing when we outsource our loneliness?